Hello, this is Blake LeVine. Today is a beautiful day in San Diego where I am at, and I'm going to make a video to hopefully give you the ability to find light in often dark times. So recently, it is 2018, and there's been some very big shifts in people's lives. This can mean family or friends getting sick, maybe even facing death or loss of a loved one. And some cultures in the world don't believe there is death. They believe that you change or adjust or are reincarnated. Some of us believe that after passing away you can go to heaven or have a different kind of experience. Some of us feel that we are all energy, and when we pass away in the physical form we come back as something different. And what I want to say to you today is that no matter what you are dealing with or going through, finding optimism and light in spite of whatever's happening can make things so much better for you and for those you encounter. And I want to share today a lesson about some of the books I've written, because as an author over many years, I've had the opportunity to share hundreds of stories in different books and in different talks and in different events, because what I found is sometimes the things we go through can teach us incredibly important and valuable lessons. And one of the best parts about life is that we can sometimes grow and learn from the challenges. And I believe a lot in Kabbalah. I was born Jewish and study Kabbalah and the mysticism associated with it. And one of the lessons I learned in my beginning work in Kabbalah is that there's often darkness, and because of darkness we end up figuring out how to bring light into our lives. And sadly, for many of us, we don't want darkness. We don't want money to be very hard to obtain. We don't want to have people losing their jobs. We don't want to figure out that the things we're working on are failing. We don't want to have relationships end. We don't want to have those we love be gone or dead or passed away. And what I say to you is to remember your own journey and your own experience, and to learn to love the ups and downs. And for much of my life, I've dedicated time to sharing about bipolar disorder. This was a book I wrote called Beating Bipolar. It's being sold in the US and in Europe and in Australia, and we're hoping to have it translated into many other languages. The reason the book's done so well and many have read it is because it has true lessons from my life of living with bipolar. And you hear in the background, that's my son Ryan. I'm raising two children. I have a 10-year-old daughter, Tyler. She turns 10 in November. Next month, I have a son, Ryan, who just turned 5. And what I found is that when you're trying to balance work and life, you have to figure out how to not get upset. And sometimes you have to just keep pressing on. This book is titled The Positive Worker. It was written as a guide to help companies and those that are trying to improve in their career to keep and maintain optimism despite huge challenges. You may have a business and many don't want to spend the money to help support it. Or you may work at a company and they may not want to give you a raise or give you better hours or give you better insurance or other things like that. And the book is filled with stories and lessons about maintaining serenity and calm. And even when you deal with someone that's hostile because of their anger from their work, trying to find some way to, in a small way, be kind can be very helpful and encouraging. So I want to thank you for watching this talk today. My son is encouraging me to go spend some more time with him, so I'm going to do that. And I just want to share those two books, but there's a number of ones you can find on my website that's connected with Amazon.com. I publish books through them in CreateSpace, as well as through large publishers like Hay House, who's Louise Hay's company. Louise Hay was a healer that dedicated much of her life to helping people survive and grow. During the initial AIDS crisis in the U.S., she helped support and save many lives. And I just want to say on behalf of the books I've written, and someone like her who's lived such an incredible life and recently passed away, that we must come together to find ways to bring love and light into our world. And if that means doing it in our career or in our families or with our friends, it's a wonderful experience. I do a coaching program by phone. I also work as a consultant for conglomerates as well as independent people that are looking to grow in their lives. You can learn more about some of my work at the links below, including BlakeLeVineCoaching.com and BipolarOnline.com. And just as I've created this, I have this in my outdoor office, and I feel like the healing stones create light and joy and love. And when I put them together with this different little plant that I bought at a farmer's market this weekend, and some other vegetation and candles that bring more serenity when we light them, my wife and I, in the evenings, it makes me feel that we can just keep going and growing. And I pray for you, whatever you believe or don't believe, that life gets more filled with light and love. Thank you so much.